Where does my story begin?
I was born and raised in the tropical island of Mauritius.
I'm born and bred in South Africa. My career in finance took me throughout sub-Saharan Africa, but it was really Kenya that attracted my attention.
I was born on the beautiful east coast of South Africa. I grew up in a township there. I am an ear, nose and throat surgeon, and I have 5 amazing children who keep me very busy.
I'm from Abuja, Nigeria, where I grew up.
I was born in southern Nigeria, the first of 4 children. I worked in oil and gas.
I grew up in Johannesburg and I come from a big family. I'm the only girl. I started my career as a professional dancer before I moved on to social impact.
I'm Kenyan. My mom is Kenyan, my dad is Tanzanian, and I spent about half my life between Kenya and South Africa. And professionally, I worked in strategy consulting, mainly in East Africa and South Africa.
No matter where I found myself, I've always identified as Sudanese.
Growing up in Lagos, Nigeria, my parents emphasized the importance of education to my sisters and I.
I'd like Oxford to be the welcoming place for all Africans, for the best Africans who want to do work here outside the continent and then go back and do amazing things in the continent. I'd like them to have Oxford at the top of the list.
I have wanted to do an MBA for a very long time, and Oxford really makes sense to me because I do see myself moving back to Africa.
For me, the Oxford MBA program stood out because of its focus on social entrepreneurship, responsible business, and the African continent.
I really felt that the school paid a lot of attention to using African solutions to focus on African problems.
I applied to do the MBA because I wanted to get the relevant business and strategy knowledge to be able to run my own business in Nigeria someday.
When I thought about Oxford on a global scale, my greatest concern was how I would stack up against the global cream of the crop. And even if I did manage to get in, my concern was how I would fare in a classroom context against really talented individuals.
The MBA admissions team were really instrumental in encouraging me to apply by showing me that I had nothing to lose by trying.
So it's painfully obvious that Africans should represent a bigger fraction of the students in business education more generally. And if that were true, it's especially true here, because if we are going to take on the biggest issues that the world's going to face in the next quarter century, how can we do that by ignoring the African continent?
On my very first day, as I sat in the Nelson Mandela Lecture Theatre, I looked up and I saw people that looked like me. I heard people that sounded like me, and as opposed to feeling like a foreigner completely out of my depth, I really truly felt at home.
The moment I felt that I belonged in Oxford was the first week. I was looking around at all of these people from 63 different countries, and they were all different. And I was different, so I felt we all belong.
I remember walking through here once many years ago and thinking to myself, wow, this is a special place.
Being in this environment surrounded by people who were so interested to learn about other cultures, but also to share their culture, made me realize that I was in the right place.
The experience showed me that Said Business School is invested in people like me as future business leaders of Africa.
They're doing amazing things, and we're extraordinarily proud of them.
I am African.
Moi en Africa.
أنا أفريقي.
Ngingum Afrika.
Oxford is for me.
Oxford li pour moi.
I-Oxford ngeyami.
مكاني في أكسفورد.
Oxford is for Africa.
I-Oxford eyabase-Afrika.
Oxford li pour Afrique.
أكسفورد تساند أفريقيا.
I am an African, and Oxford was for me.